I have big dreams. I refuse to let them go unrealized. And as I look out into the faces of all of you, I can tell you're with me. And so as we look at our friends who are only representative of the thousands and thousands of people that we will resource. We have sustained an injury ourselves. I have people on this stage who have been beaten up, left on a doorstep to die, and yet God saw to it to get them to the doctor by morning, and in a coma and rehab, and the story goes on and on. I had someone up here who, in a water skiing accident, had a tree branch go through the side of her skull while she was water skiing. Car accident, a botched actual childbirth, an oxic injury. I could go on, and they each have a story. I have someone who...
Well, Rick had been woken up in the middle of the night, and this was not good for a person with brain injury to be woken up, and then he came downstairs, and my son was very belligerent. They got in a fight, a bad fight, a fist fight, where they're knocking each other, rolling on the floor, blood is coming out of them, my husband had a broken nose, and I didn't know what to do, so I called the police. While I was on the phone with the police, a gun came out.
B.R.A.I.N is an organization to come to because it is a place where Sue and Jerry Reed have brought together the best professionals and information research possible, because dealing with traumatic brain injury is the integration of looking at the brain, good nutrition, work with hyperbaric chambers, might be needed to do therapy or deal with addictions. It's a multifaceted approach to get genuine healing. And B.R.A.I.N is the place to go to find those resources.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bill Duncan. Today, H.R. 396 has been introduced in the U.S. Congress. The TBI Treatment Act, as it's known, has been introduced by Congressman Sessions and endorsed by the Brain Injury Caucus. We urge everyone to write your member of Congress today and ask them to make H.R. 396 law so that everybody in America can get better brain injury treatment.
Well, I'm Dr. Bennett Amalo. I'm a forensic pathologist and neuropathologist. I was the doctor that discovered and described the chronic traumatic encephalopathy in football players.
The families of brain injured people they just don't know where a support network is, where to go to find out maybe the newest in research or what therapists, doctors to work with. And that's one thing I like so much about B.R.A.I.N is they can help you find those resources, give you support in your time of need.
That two brain injury people living in the same home by its very nature is a volatile situation. They had a restraining order against him, which we just had rescinded on last Friday, so he's now home again. So we have a battle on our hands still.
I was in a lot of pain. She gave me a hug. Don't ever miss an opportunity to use touch. Touch and movement are the most foundational things that we can utilize with all of us.
We are thrilled to have doctors and lawyers and therapists and speech pathologists, and I cannot tell you the array of people who are really involved, and it's all because, you know why? They want to.
B.R.A.I.N is different than all other organizations, really, because it is personal. It is looking at people into the heart of who they really are. There are needs that need to be looked at, and B.R.A.I.N does that by their individual care.
Our hearts are like that today, but we want to take it beyond that. We want to do something to help, and that's what this is about. This is a moment for you. If you would like to, if you can, we ask you to do what you can to help this vision become a reality. You can put it down that paper while Terry sings. Thanks, Terry.
When and down, and oh my soul, so weary. When troubles come, and my heart burdened free, then I'll still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come and I am filled with wonder, sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than